Hey, it was that Unreal stuff popped me though, because when I watched it and they saw, I missed a rope. Damn, I blew up. Hit the damn top rope, you know what I'm saying? But it popped me, man, I'm shit blown. Look, I'll say it. Hell yeah, I be tired. Damn, we only wrestle one time out the week. I had to get my stamina up, but damn, it happens, all right? But it popped me though, because I was like, man, they really like getting all the raw footage, I didn't know there was a little camera in the corner over there in Gorilla, dude.
That 2-hour window I talked about. Yeah. It's totally on us if we have a dud. It's also totally on us if we knocked it out the park, So that's a tricky, I'm curious, because I went from not liking Unreal to liking Unreal to, I can say this about it. There's nothing performative about it. That's a sincere
it's real
production of what we're doing backstage, Do
you think it's too much?
So this is gonna be my weird theory on why I don't think it's too much. And I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think it's too much?
No, I mean, it's a show. Let's go.
Yeah.
Y'all really wanna be smart about it? Like they think they are here. So
I think the wheels turning no matter what. Game's changing. I like it because the old school part of me, and I'm giving myself away in saying this, but you'll never know. I like it because there's still work that can happen under the work.
Under the work.
Yeah, and that's the most Brett Sean level. What?
Yeah.
Wait, that's
work under the work?
Who? Oh, they don't like each other. One of those. If I can just get you speculating, we've moved. That's a win. Yeah. And now I've given that away, so that was my play for Unreal. But also they don't give me a lot of interview time on there because a lot of it's just me rambling about, you want Unreal, I'm gonna give you how my day's going. That's what you want, There's some funny scenes
work under the work though.
Work under the work.
That can happen.
Because that's the most old school thing of all.
Yeah.
Is the fans this is the thing people mistake wrestling fans. People think wrestling fans are, I don't wanna say monster truck fans because I don't wanna belittle monster trucks, but people think wrestling fans are dumb. Wrestling fans are smart.
Very.
They're passionate. They're loyal. Most of us in this room are wrestling fans.
Yeah, although they'll let you know if they hate or like you.
Yeah, they've only gotten more educated. So why shouldn't our product become more educated? Why shouldn't we be able to take them on a little, they got me. They got me. And I think one of the things about Hunter that I like so much is still looking for they got me. Okay, cool. You guys think you know? And good, I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
That's
what keeps them coming back too.
Yeah, that's the whole, if you want to keep doing this, and then the young guns are the younger generation of fans is different in terms of what they like. Just right now, what an opening, by the way. Again, can't praise enough for, you come out there and they're all eating and they're next to you and they're so excited about that. That's such, I don't want to use the word metric because I don't want to give that, I don't want to sound sterile, but man, nothing will tell you you're cooking more than that.
Yeah, dog.
That little guy or that little girl, and I feel like right now in wrestling, the opportunity to be a babyface exists again because of people like you. He just does the right thing.
I'm gonna always go towards the kids, Zeus.
Yeah,
man, and that's just what it is. Wrestling is for the kids.
Man,
I'm gonna always stick with that help. That's what it is, man. Sometimes I do get caught up with some the noise out there.
Oh, I know.
The noise. And I'm not gonna say it's not in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Because, man, we all humans. We out here trying to eat too, but I focus on the kids, man, because that's why I come out and I look for them now. And I haven't started, that just started like with the kids, man. And now we got babies. Now I just focus on the kids. I just like, just fun, man. And then I always do the entrance, not gonna lie, I think I ribbed myself, because when I go out there, I don't half-ass that.
No.
In that moment, I'm giving it all with you. And then I forget, I gotta wrestle, damn, boom,
Yeah.
Which is cool, man. I like second win, I like gas and win. It's okay, it feels real. Regardless, man. In that moment, I love it.
Yeah.
And then when you walk through the curtain, Zeus, and the night's done, you done showered, checked out, you know what it is, Zeus. You sitting by yourself and have that moment. Did you give it? Like, did you waste tonight?
Did you? Yeah.
There's some homies waiting to take your damn spot, Zeus, and I'm not gonna let them.
That's a big one. Did you waste it? Because every now and then the answer, at least I know in my case, I've had a moment,
Sure.
I wasted that one. And that's one step that you took back, right? And if you were so far ahead, and right, exactly. And there's others who are give their left finger for that. I want to shout out to Mario backstage because we talk about yeet a lot. And is he going to yeet? He's coming down. And he's been really good about identifying. I understand the characters, the story, whatever it may be, but also we have an obligation to this live audience. They got to do their thing. And they'll be, and I think WWE is the one sport, entertainment, Broadway, however you look at it, we're the one thing that can do that.
Come on.
We can, no matter the circumstances, make sure that we don't gyp our live audience, which is the great thing that Cena taught you, we have that fun story about the dark match.
He did it on TV though, so I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
The crowd was hot, his music was playing, he was like this, let them, like he straight to hard camera.
Yeah.
Them. They cut the music off just so the crowd could be a part of.
Yeah.
But them, that.
Very much so.
Fire, man.
Well, like saying the young kids, I got captivated in terms of like young kids in the audience. It was just great. I'm a big Star Wars fan. People ask like, George Lucas, all these crazy Star Wars questions all the time. Star Wars this, and it's to the point you're an older guy and your whole legacy has been about Star Wars. You don't always want to answer questions. And one time he just got a little frustrated, off to find the interview somewhere, but he finally just said, hey man, I made these movies for kids, okay? Like I know that we're all talking about them at 40 years old here, but I made these for kids.
Come on.
And I thought, sometimes wrestling, we have a very broad audience. Old, young, there was a 101-year-old lady in the crowd last night. We have a broad audience. However, that part of the audience is the largest. And sometimes doing the right thing as a babyface has been hard in the past because of how the audience was. Now, you have the opportunity. Big Jim has the opportunity. Roman has the opportunity. Sami Zayn has the opportunity. These baby faces that exist. LA Knight has the opportunity. CM Punk. To do something in a, not to be pretentious, but in a role model way. And that's, when you're a kid, when you're riding with somebody, you're not getting out the car, right? You're in. And
that's my God.
That's a big thing. Every great booker, every great producer, and we've said that a bunch throughout doing these pods, is when you finally go, that's my guy.
Him.
That's right. And you like growing up, Shawn Michaels was my guy.
You're right. It was the kid's gonna grow up 10 years with you, rock with you.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Cena farewell. Those dudes are old now. And they were wearing those shirts on like the uniform version 1, and now they got a little guy with them themselves, Like when Shawn Michaels is around me, and Shawn's the tricky one, because Shawn is Shawn. A lot of serious talk, all I can look at is like, hey, remember when you super kicked Diesel, but remember when you hit him with a camera and it took like 80 seconds for Earl to count 3, but he still counted 3. You remember that? Like that's all I think. Like
you remember that?
That's all I'm not. What he could be saying the most. He could be telling me, "Hey, there's someone behind you about to hit you with a chair," and I'd be like, "Remember? In my mind,
you remember Royal Rumble when?
Yeah, you remember when your
1 foot touched
punched Brock twice and then you super kicked him and he went over the top rope. He's still my guy. Like oh my gosh, he's still my guy.
Hey, you remember that time when you and
But you know what I like about that, and you were saying it, is when you have identified somebody as, hey, he's yeeting, you treat it as a responsibility. And I feel like growing up in the business, you saw those who didn't treat it as a responsibility. You saw your dad did, the greats did, and then there's others who ships in the night.
Got you.
They're out,
They're not here.
They're not here. They didn't look at it that way. They didn't look at it as my obligation to this fan. Like that's sometimes on my worst days, that's how I think of it is, did I do the workout? Did I text with my rider, whomever? I feel that's my obligation. I'm paid extremely well, and my obligation is the bigger pay of being able to do this gig, right?
It's a great gig, Goose.
Yeah.
It's a blessed gig. Get hard out here, man. Sometimes I'll be thinking, man, I'm complaining about catching a flight to go do an appearance.
Yeah.
Stay humble, ready to rumble. Stay in the game this long.
Do you think you complain a lot?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do. Hey, but I do, man. But I do the work too.
So I have a kind of rule about I like to complain a lot. However, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
So if you don't know that I'm gonna be there, you start to get a little like, geez, this
wrong with this guy?
bitch, you know, versus like, no, I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna really like make it difficult.
Yeah.
You know,
but
like,
I'm gonna do my job.
I'm clearly gonna show up, you know, but I really want you to think on the way it's gonna be difficult, you know? No, man, but it's,
I want Skittles with all the yellows taken out of them.
yeah, you know,
All right?
like, you know, just a little,
all right, I just want
little
green.
work here, you
know
know?
what I mean?